And I double dare you to listen to the 3CT podcast.
The recognized symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
Woo, woo, woo! You know it!
You actually think you deserve a shot at this? You don't deserve, buddy. You couldn't provide ice cream if the Dairy Queen, Carvel, and Cookie Puss drove an ice cream truck straight up your ass.
You should be ashamed I'm a part-timer, because I can do this part-time better than you could ever do it full-time.
This ain't no disco, ain't no country club either. This is the 3 Count Thursday podcast. So let's go, baby.
Scissor me, daddy! Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Hello, everyone. Welcome to 3CT. We are live. It is the final day of August 2023. We are still the podcast of the millennium. We are glad to be with you once again. And we hope that you are doing well. If you're following along with us live, give us a like and a share. We would certainly appreciate that. So head over to 3countthursday.com. That is where you will find all of our social media links, our merchandise over at tpublic.com, all of our YouTube links and Wrestler of the Week and all that kind of stuff. Everything 3CT related can be found over at 3countthursday.com. So we would certainly appreciate all the support you can give us on that side. If you want to join in, there are 2 opportunities for you to become the People's Champ selector next week on the show. If you head over to digital.prowrestlingscorecards.com, create an account, click on factions, and you can join ours with the invite code 67AB85, and we would certainly be glad to have you take part in that. And let's go around the room as I'm trying to do a lot of things all at one time. Tim,
You all right, cuz?
I'm good. I'm real good. I'm glad it's the weekend. I'm glad it's going to be a 3-day weekend. That's going to be real nice for your boy. And as of yesterday, I'm officially a homeowner.
look at you. Look at that, man. Congratulations.
Swinging,
That's always
swinging
fun.
my credit score ding-a-ling over my head. Look at me. I have a house.
Congratulations.
Yeah, the refinance is complete. So the greatest part about it is no payment this month, baby.
Congratulations on not having any money from now until the rest of your life. So
30 years.
welcome to the
Well, so we're gonna be living here for 7, and then we're moving. We're gonna look to sell. So
welcome.
we own to sell, and then
Welcome
we're
to
out
the
of
club.
here.
Well, if you're gonna buy somewhere else, you will still be poor. Just so you know.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. I mean, I can live somewhere, right? You know.
Theoretically
But
speaking.
if you rent somewhere, you're going to be poor.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you're fine.
You know,
And
in the immortal,
basically, you're poor. So
in the immortal words of a guy who I don't like to quote very often, life sucks and then you die.
there you go. That is true. Devin joining in with us. Devin, how
But
you
life's
doing,
good.
buddy?
I don't care.
Devin,
Life
Devin
sucks
is
and then you
with us.
die. That was Albert Einstein, right?
Yeah, E equals MC. E equals MC. Fuck you.
E equals MC hammered, right? I think that was
That was true.
Big Mac joining us. Yeah, Big Mac, I'm in the midst of my 4th and final fantasy draft. So if you see me like staring here doing this sort of a thing, don't just ignore the little man in the boat. There is Lee joining in,
which means I'm probably going to be driving the podcast.
Yeah, at some point you might be. Although I don't know, man.
Half of the show.
I think I'm all right. Like I'm kind of just keeping watch of it. So I had kept, for those that care, Isaiah Pacheco because I got him in the 12th.
We don't care. Shane McMahon.
Gotta find it.
The best.
And Travis Kelce in the second, and somehow I got Patrick Mahomes in the first, and I was like the 8th pick. So this league done fucked up. He done fucked up. There's a title belt right there that proves how much you fuck up when you let somebody get Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes at the same time. Sorry, Tim. Not sorry.
Tim's upset.
It'll be okay. Sorry, Hillbilly. I was talking over you. Intern Mark.
You all right, girl?
Yes. Jim, I'm better than all right.
Good.
I'm drunk in the back of the car. And I cried like a baby coming home from the bar. Said I'm fine, but it wasn't true. I don't want to keep secrets, Big Jim, just to keep you. And I stuck through the garden gate every night that summer just to seal my fate. And I screamed for whatever it's worth. Kirby's upset. Ain't that the worst thing you heard? He's upset.
That's a poem by Haydn.
Why is he so upset, Mark? What's happening at your house?
Well, what happens, Kirby he's deaf and he's going blind in his old age, but he's still a good boy. And he barks at his food before he eats it now. So that's what's going on there.
Yo, I can't wait till I get that old. I start yelling at my food.
Yelling at my food
Yeah.
before I eat it.
He barks at
Eat
that.
yourself.
He spills it onto the floor, then he eats it. Usually does this later at night. Now it's early.
Ain't that the truth?
I can't wait. I can't wait for Indy to pee and poop on the floor again this week.
Oh man,
Oh, my God.
if you missed the Tuesday podcast this week, go check that out.
Oh,
Yes.
Mark is screaming at animals in his house and his loving dog.
yeah.
Can't get his old ass up off the couch to take care of it. Mark,
I
was
know.
there fair this week or was this an off week for fairs?
No fair this week. The Denver fair is coming up in about 2 weeks. Denver, Pennsylvania, that is, not Colorado.
That sounds terrible. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, it's
Ryan,
going to be great.
You all right, girl?
not to interrupt your dinner, but
No, that's fine. I got a little
Smokey's
late start.
barking at his food.
I was not. I'm chowing that down. A taco salad. Nothing goes better than podcasting and slugging down a taco salad.
boy,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna pay for this
Oh,
later
God.
tonight. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. She makes a tasty fucking taco salad.
they do.
I like them so much.
Taco salad, nachos. I mean, all bad choices, but still good
I got a
nonetheless.
couple French fries too. They were tasty.
Good. They do have good fries. They do have good fries.
Yeah,
Although-
as long as they're cooked. Sometimes they're like undercooked for my liking.
Yeah,
I
that's
like my
what he's-
potato products to be well done, like well cooked. I don't want to taste the starch.
correct. I am on the
That makes
pickier side when it comes to my taters. I can get a little picky.
Starch.
Yeah, Ricky Starch.
Ricky Starch. Arr.
He was supposed to wrestle CM Punk this weekend, but
Make
now
that
it's,
happen.
now is. Did I see he's challenging Ricky Steamboat to a
Confrontation.
some sort of match or something?
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on there.
CM Punk.
Hold on, I gotta.
No, CM Punk. Depending on who you listen to, CM Punk is fired or quit or still in London.
Again.
Uh-huh.
I didn't hear the still in London bit.
I didn't hear that part of it, but
Apparently somebody said that they saw CM Punk riding in the tube on like Tuesday.
Wasn't he at the Cauliflower Alley Club?
Tuesday.
thing
I
just
thought he was
recently?
too. I thought I saw pictures of him with the JBL and Ron Simmons.
And when was Cauliflower Alley?
That was this week, I think.
I thought it was this week. I don't know. Brittany!
I don't know how
Brittany
planes
was there.
work.
Yeah, I don't know either. I have no clue how planes
Maybe he
work.
took the tube back.
What about trains and automobiles?
I know automobiles.
But all right, let's
How are you, Big Jim?
Big Jim, talk to us.
Besides having a lot in front of me at the moment, I'm doing well. Honest to God, truth be told, still pretty fucked up about the whole Bray Wyatt passing. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'll be 100% honest. Like, it's still messing with my head, man. It is still super fucking sad.
Did you I'm gonna say the words that came into my head, but it's not meant to be in a negative. Did you watch the 30-minute grief porn that WWE put out?
So I watched Drew McIntyre's on my TikTok.
Oh my God.
And then TikTok decided to show me Kevin Owens, and like it just kept feeding more of them in. I haven't watched all of them, but I've watched enough of them.
There's like a 32-minute video
the whole thing's
on
up
YouTube.
on YouTube. The Kevin Owens one was like the Otis one almost fucking broke my soul. The Otis one literally almost broke my soul because like I felt as like a large man, like I felt like it was like myself talking about Bray Wyatt. Like,
so now I gotta ask, now that Paul White is no longer in the WWE, is Otis the when he cries we cry guy? Because it used to be the Big Show where it's like, oh, if the Big Show can cry, we can all cry. And now we just like took the Big Show.
Whoever said that, we just made fun of the Big Show.
Nah, man. I was like, I love crying Big Show. That's my favorite.
I was like, look at that big bitch crying. I would never.
Yeah, dude.
But the line is right at the very end of Drew McIntyre's thing where he was like, we're supposed to be at a wedding, not a funeral.
Oh, fucking dude, I can't.
And then I'm like, well, it pissed me off because like when I saw the report from TMZ about how like Bray didn't have his defibrillator and he died in the middle of a nap, I was like, and they said
wish I was really there.
And then, his girlfriend, they said his girlfriend found him. And I'm like, what do you mean girlfriend? Him and JoJo were married. And then Drew's like, we were supposed to go to a wedding. And I'm like, shoot, they weren't even married.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought they were married too.
Devin asked who's going to Hershey from us. I don't think Mark, are you going tomorrow?
I'm going. I gotta go.
Yeah, I was gonna, but my ticket plan fell through. So
I heard it's sold out now.
Dude, I was looking the resale market on the 100 level was in like the 160, 170 range, man. It was absurd.
This sold pretty quick though, I think. I mean, all but like the upper.
It was, yeah. I mean, I think now there's like spotty limited. There's a couple limited view seats for like $30.
Spotty Jeffries.
But it's it's pretty much
speaking of things that are sold out. I didn't know how quickly the teddy bear toss tickets sold.
Bro, yeah, I saw your post last night, and
I had to get 200 level, like row.
Oh yeah, so I've sat up there before, so you'll chuck yours down, and then somebody
we'll have to chuck them around. But
no, here's
I didn't know it sold that quick. Holy crap!
You know how you can make sure your teddy bear makes it into the rink, right?
Load it up with a bottle.
Brick.
Well, something.
Just bust that, take a chunk out of the rink.
Goodness sakes!
Like the Zamboni can't fix that.
Smokey, stop by my house before you go up that day. I got some teddy bears for you.
I absolutely would if you want to get rid of some. I have
yes.
I got about 2 years worth of Rehoboth Beach toys.
Yeah, I forgot to look for tickets to that game because I was going to do the same thing, but maybe I'll find some from.
I got some trash bags filled for you.
There's not many seats left. That's for sure.
No, I'll try and get them from somebody like get closer to game day and somebody's plans change.
I mean, the 100s were like totally sold out, save for
a
few
they go
single tickets around. It was wild.
I think what happens too with those is season ticket holders get pre-sale code for the 2 days prior to public going on sale, so they probably buy up a lot for friends and family and shit like that
for those important nights.
Yeah. But yeah, so Devin, Mark will be there. I know you are going to be there. Devin said he made a sign as a tribute to Bray Wyatt, so hopefully maybe I'll be able to get that on TV.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Well, that is my news of the week this week. So beginning with SmackDown tomorrow night in Hershey. It had been previously announced that John Cena would be returning to WWE for the Hershey PA SmackDown tomorrow and the Superstar Spectacle next week in India. However, it was confirmed this week that John Cena will be appearing on 7 more episodes of Friday Night SmackDown starting September the 15th in Denver, Colorado, all the way through October the 27th in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So
that is not where the fair is going to be, correct?
The Denver Fair.
This is Denver, Colorado. The fair will be in Denver, Pennsylvania.
So John Cena will not be in Denver, Pennsylvania.
I mean, I don't know
could
Big
be.
Big John's schedule personally, but I would
He could
bet
be-
that he's probably not going to be in Denver, PA.
I'll tell you who will be in Denver, PA. Flaming Dick and the Hot Rods will be there.
Oh yeah, and we're all excited about that. Do you guys?
Now, Mark, you have not seen Flaming Dick yet this year, correct?
Well, I did see Dick. He was all over the stage.
I
that
did see a
Thursday
flaming
night.
dick, but it's just because a guy caught his pants on fire at the gas station in E-Town throwing a cigarette. But I think it's a different flaming dick.
Slightly.
I remember at the E-Town Fair, the zipper ride. There was a child had got caught in the zipper.
Jesus Christ. Do you guys expect anything like out of this Cena run? Is it just going to be, hey, Cole, John's around for 2 months? Like, do we think Intercontinental title run challenge?
I saw somebody
U.S. title maybe
put up a really good tweet about the revisionist history of John Cena and questioned the GOAT term when people refer to John as the GOAT. As wrestling ratings were the lowest they've been in a long time, the gates were lighter. And in the moment, John Cena was not very well liked. I think that the WWE, and their argument was the WWE did a great job kind of rewriting the history of John Cena that shines a really positive light on John's entire run. And I don't know, maybe it's something to talk about. Maybe they're dead wrong. But ratings were not great.
Yeah.
You look back on that, like that term, like the ruthless aggression time of professional wrestling wasn't a high spot. He stood out, but the business wasn't doing well. Do you blame him for that?
his
I don't know. Right. I get that. But what made people not tune in?
The fact that The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin left within 6 months of each other.
Isn't that like the similar problem the WWF had, like when Bret Hart was like that early '90s, the new generation,
Era, sure.
Because like Warrior, Hogan,
Hogan and Savage all gone.
They were all gone. And so there was a whole crop of new talent there that was, people were kind of unfamiliar with. So now here's the thing. I don't necessarily have John Cena as my greatest of all time.
That's Roman Reigns.
That's acknowledged. Yeah. I mean, that's
Acknowledgement.
That's the big dog. That's the tribal chief. But like Stone Cold, I think I still have above John Cena on my list, just because like he was the biggest at the biggest time, and he's had like this unreal staying power. I don't know, nostalgia or what have you. But like if I'm making a Mount Rushmore, I have Austin closer to that front face than I do John Cena. But I think I probably have Cena on. I mean, he's a 16-time champion, man. Like it's hard to deny the guy. That might be a little decent deep dive maybe for us.
Maybe something to think about.
An uncharacteristic 3CT journalism.
right. Every so often we can do one of those, but yeah, I think it's going to be cool to see Cena back. I think we're probably getting him back right now because of the writer's strike. Because any and all movie projects are shut down. So good on the WWE for making it work. good on John Cena for making the time to come back here and show up. We know Dwayne ain't showing up, but
maybe the guy ordering shirts for the WWE shop was supposed to order 10,000 pink shirts and accidentally ordered 100,000, and they need to make new John Cena shirts.
They're like, shit. Have you seen the new Cena shirt?
What color are they? I don't even know what color.
It's like a baby blue with blue and orange.
Oh yeah, what is it a rip off of?
I don't know. Is it a rip off of something?
All of Cena's shirts are inspired by something else.
Oh, then I'm not.
Like, remember,
obviously this one. This is the greatest John Cena shirt there is, or at least in recent memory.
He had the Pabst Blue Ribbon shirt. He had the Super Mario shirt. He had
I was so
G.I.
pissed
Joe
with
shirt.
that Mario 3 one was like fucking
one night only.
And it was like you had to do the what the hell do you call those like downloadable content things?
Well, those things are done, right?
An NFT?
Yeah, you had to buy like a fucking Cena NFT to get the shirt. It pissed me off. Thank you. Yeah, Big Mac got me there on the NFT.
They should have made Cena Barbie shirts and actually bought pink shirts.
Oh, that would have been great. I'm just John. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what Big Match John can do. They did announce it's Cena and Rollins versus Kaiser and crap. What's the other one in Imperium? It's not
Giovanni Vinci.
Giovanni Vinci.
Italian.
Yeah.
I saw a picture on Twitter the other day from NXT, and it said, just a reminder, NXT used to be a 4-person stable. And I said, holy shit.
Damn.
I forgot all about that.
It's a real good
point.
What
was NXT?
It was with Alex Wolf.
Alexander Wolf.
Wolf.
And
Walter.
Imperium
used to be
Imperium. I'm sorry. Who did I say?
Oh yes, you said NXT.
Yeah. Yes. I'm sorry. Imperium. Yes, used to be a 4-person stable in NXT, and I forgot all about Alexander Wolf.
Did you know that Ludwig Kaiser is Boots and Tiffany Stratton?
Really?
I saw that.
God bless.
Yeah, I saw that today on Instagram. So good on him. Congratulations, Ludwig Kaiser.
Ludwig wins.
Ludwig.
Scotty joining us. What's going on, Scotty?
Scotty.
How you doing, buddy?
How are you, man? Were you okay from that hurricane? You're down that way, right?
Oh, that's right. I keep thinking he's still out in Washington.
Jim, you don't remember where Scotty is.
I know.
Scotty is down south.
I got a bad memory.
Scotty down south.
I'm sorry to Scotty.
South.
Let's talk a little All In. I know Tim and I watched it.
Hey, Mark, I'm doing a crossword puzzle real quick. I need a
answer. No. We're gonna talk about All In. We don't do crossword puzzles on this show. Scotty says just wind and rain. So that's good. Glad to hear you're doing safe. Scotty doesn't know. He says, still such a good bop, man. Like anytime I could just throw that song on. And it's good shit. I know Tim and I watched the show in full. Mark, did you finally make it through the end product?
I have it on now, Big Jimmy.
Oh,
I watched most of it.
Ryan, did you have a chance to catch any?
Yeah, I went back and watched almost all of it.
Nice, awesome. Is there anything in particular anybody wants to highlight, good or bad?
I forget everything I've seen.
What do you mean? I'll tell you one thing I like, Big Jimmy, because I'm a big fan of the 80s. I liked all the callbacks to Queen when they were doing the Live Aid at Wembley Stadium.
That was cool. Yeah, Soraya's entrance.
Yep.
What's the other one?
The Young Bucks.
The Young Bucks.
Yes. Sorry. Yeah, I couldn't.
The exact reason why Emi Sakura couldn't be on the card because the Young Bucks wanted to be Freddie Mercury.
That's what I'm saying, man. The Young Bucks just steal everybody's gimmick. That is their gimmick. Ain't
wrong.
I loved the look of the show. I mean, it had a very, very simple setup. I thought it was reminiscent of SummerSlam 90. Was it 92?
Mm-hmm.
92.
But Yeah, I mean, it was what I feel like so much of this show is just getting overshadowed by the drama. I will say this.
Whatever do you mean?
Probably one of my biggest surprises of the night was because I fully expected Chris Jericho and Will Ospreay to be one of the worst matches of the year, and Jericho held in there. I shit on Jericho pretty hard, but
I feel like Jericho does this. We're all like, Jericho's going to underperform, and the old man, veteran Jericho, fucking shows out all the time.
he did. I mean,
he did a nice job.
I thought it was a solid match.
Yeah, he hung in there. 14 minutes I thought was a pretty good time. But yeah, I that match surprised me. I loved Billy Gunn and the Acclaim getting the win. Very cool for Billy Gunn at the obviously towards the end of his career. Tim, what was your highlight maybe of the show?
I don't want to say.
Go ahead, just say it.
I don't want to. I can't. I don't want to say it.
Tim, just say it. It's okay.
I don't want to say it.
Right.
Why don't
it hurts Tim to say it?
It doesn't hurt me to say it. I'm just.
Why does it hurt so much, Tim? You need to go to the doctors about that.
And I had such a distaste, a displeasure. I don't even know if that's a word. For Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Yes.
These last 45 days,
man,
he has tricked me into believing he is the biggest star in AEW.
That's what the devil would do.
Is he not though?
Here's why I like him. All the other time, I did not believe that, I didn't believe anything what MJF was saying. Couldn't believe it at all. I believe this version of MJF.
Yeah, I felt there was getting to be a point with MJF prior to this run. And I think even at the beginning of this title run, where I thought it started to feel forced. This I feel like he's kind of he's feeling this role a little bit more than he had a couple months ago. I'll agree with that for sure.
You know, it's kind of funny. Big Mac saying that it's really cool that Jack Perry wanted to beat up Pepsi Phil. I don't know, man. Getting choked out by a dude who's old enough to be like your dad and really cool.
In front of your girl, no less, man.
Yo.
My man, Jay, I'm cashing out. I'm cashing out of that table real quick.
Yeah.
Like, he can't defend me against 50-year-old Phil. I'm out, bro.
Who we know can't fight because he's lost two real fight matches. Come
right?
on.
The guy, yeah. I'm fresh out.
Yeah. But yeah, man, MJF had the best night of the entire weekend. Going coast to coast, winning the ROH tag titles with Adam Cole, and then having a really good match with an even better ending.
Yeah, main event was really, really good. It was very I said it while watching it, and I fully stand by it that it felt very Adam Cole and NXT, and that's not I'm not talking shit on that.
No, it felt black and gold.
It felt very black and gold, which to me is actually probably more of a compliment than it would be an insult, because it was captivating. It was really, really good stuff. Scotty asks, is MJF the best AEW World Champion of all time?
No.
Obviously, short sample size, but
no.
Who do you have as the best so far?
Mox during the pandemic was really good.
Oh, that's yeah.
I really think it goes to Mox, but MJF is on a short list right now.
Yeah, I will say that this run's turned around. This run's turned around. I think it's got to finish strong. At the start, it kind of almost lost me a bit, which is surprising because of how much I like MJF. But
when you were letting Tim's ill talk cloud your judgment, Jim.
Well, that is true.
Because MJF's gimmick hasn't changed, man.
It has.
You said this a couple times. He fucking hasn't. You just believe it now when you bought in. That's a you thing. That's not an MJF thing,
it has completely changed.
You're wrong.
Yes. Okay, how has it not changed?
How has it not changed?
That he actually acts like a person and not as a robot who's like, he actually
I'm RoboCop. You're ridiculous.
No, it's a fuck you, Mark. Boo, 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 boo,
Yes.
and everything. No, like
I don't fucking Mark.
What I do, Tim?
Before MJF felt like all he would say would be the cheapest thing to make somebody hate him. He would always go to the least common denominator. He would always it would be very not tongue in cheek, but it would be very low hanging fruit all the time.
Look at these whores on Long Island. Like that sort of a deal.
And the fact that he shows a little bit of humanity, the fact that he acknowledges that he has a best friend, the fact that he acknowledges and actually shows being contrite, actually being a person. Yes, he does the same stuff. I like the part of being your scumbag.
That makes sense.
He comes out with a devil mask because he is going to lie, and it's just I don't see a big difference in what he's doing today as what he was doing a year ago or what he was doing on the indies.
So I never knew him on the indies.
The whole thing is he's better than you, and he's going to do whatever he can to prove that. Whether it's to lull you into thinking you're my best friend, because that's eventually going to burst.
Yes, I understand that it eventually will, but I'm saying when
that happens, will you hate MJF again?
It depends on how it goes. It depends on the activation of it.
What if Adam Cole does the turn?
Right.
Because I think there's still that possibility as well.
There is that possibility. That doesn't shoot him. Does that instantly make MJF the baby face?
I mean, if there's sympathy, sure. I think it would be a bold strategy, Cotton, if they try it. But
I think in other activations of this, the closest analogy to this is him and Chris Jericho, right? Where they have the dinner debonair and they sing and dance together and will blah blah blah. Okay. But then literally the first chance MJF has to stab him in the back, he does. Meanwhile, you watch All Out. They have literally the most straightforward match that there's ever been. He has reluctantly not used the Dynamite Diamond Ring. He has had bouts of conscience the entire time.
Adam Cole's doing everything he can to win. MJF is just trying to wrestle his buddy.
Yes, and then MJF thinks that Adam Cole is gonna turn against him, and he's like, I'm stupid, I'm an idiot, and you know what? Here's the belt. You finish the job. Do what you're gonna do.
Yeah,
and I get it. There's a possibility that this could all end up being a hoax, and that's fine. I believe in the character of MJF right now.
I like Lee says, whatever they got to do to stop Roderick Strong from yelling at him, I'm good with it.
Nah, man. Guilty or jealous boyfriend Roderick Strong is amazing.
we'll close with this. All In. It was a fun show. I don't. Here's the thing, man. Like, outside of maybe a couple of moments, I don't think there was anything like must watchable. I think the main event was must watchable. It was must watchable for, you know.
If you think All In was not must watchable, wait till we
Holy
talk
hell.
about All Out.
We'll get to the least watchable premium live event pay-per-view of the weekend in a little bit. But All In, it was must watchable because of the spectacle of, you know, the 83,000 plus tickets sold. Like,
I think there was definitely some things that were must watch.
okay, what was must watchable on this show?
I think MJF and Adam Cole main event was must watch.
I will agree with that.
I think Stadium Stampede was must watch.
Either of those two on your match of the year list?
Main event is on mine.
It is real that good. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think either of them are going on my match of the year list.
It's on my list. I don't think it'll make the
But
final
must
five at
watch
the end of the year
for the story that's being told now.
It's really like the match is really good and the ending stuff is all time. The aftermatch stuff after the 1, 2, 3, that stuff is like all timer stuff.
I mean, the Stadium Stampede, if you're into like hardcore for just the sake of being hardcore,
It was a car crash.
like but I think I've enjoyed the other Stadium Stampede match more.
The reason why you like the other Stadium Stampede matches more is because those were empty arena matches, and they actually used the stadium. This Stadium Stampede was an Anarchy in the Arena match.
Yeah, maybe that's.
But they were actually in a stadium, so they had to call it Stadium Stampede.
That's fair.
Well, you know.
You're a big hardcore guy. What did you think of the Stadium Stampede?
You know what? I honestly didn't care for it. I just thought it was violence for the sake of violence. Didn't care for that. Did those guys really have that much of a grudge against each other? They went all in with those weapons. I don't know. It was just, I thought it was a little too much.
But did they use a gun?
Not yet.
Not yet.
They had skewers.
Yeah, yeah, they use skewers.
It's something
skewers in the head, Tim.
Yeah.
So Jim, if you're an indie wrestler,
yeah,
and there's a moment, and your wrestler says, "Would you take the skewers to go over?" Would you say yes or no? And it's a good crowd, and you're getting paid well, and you know it would put the guy over pretty well. The crowd would pop. Would you take the skewer spot to your head? Because you got a good bald head to take it. First of all,
I do. I guess honestly, it depends who I'm working. Like if
let's say you're working with your boy Bro Keller, and
I
Bro
would do
Keller
it.
wants to
I would do
your
it.
ass up.
I would do it for Bro.
There you go. That's what.
Well, let's be fair. Now let's say let me give you this side of it.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about maybe 30 seconds of a 20-minute match involving 10 people. And the one thing that turns you off of a 20-minute match,
I mean,
is 30 seconds.
The skewer spot's not why I'm panning the match. I just the match as a whole, like
I don't think you've never cared for the skewer spot to begin with. First of all, I
I've
think
never
it's
liked
getting
the skewer
overdone.
spot. I'm not like a death match dude. Not that this was like to the level of death match, but like it just.
I'm not either.
Yeah, like this. I mean, it just wasn't. You know, again, and maybe it was because it was the other
Tim,
ones
you're
were
an indie
empty
worker. Would you
arena,
take-
more
would you take
cinematic.
them?
What's that?
Tim, as an indie worker, would you take the skewers?
Or what?
I don't know. Let's just say your buddy, you podcast with another gentleman named Marcus, correct? Let's see, Marcus wanted to skewer you up.
He would never do anything in that regard.
I understand that, but let's say it needed to be
Hypothetically
done.
speaking, if Marcus was a wrestler and wanted you to do a skewer spot, would you do it for Marcus?
Yes.
Okay. Scotty said the Stadium Stampede was the best match for him.
There are a few things that I wouldn't let Marcus do to me in a wrestling ring.
Devin said when
that involves physical harm.
You're getting paid good, it means you're getting 4 hot dogs. Hey, if it's a four hot dog night, I'll take the skewers for my buddy Bro. That's
there you go.
Well, the problem was that the hot dogs were cooked on the skewers.
Oh.
Well,
now, true, I can't go to a store and see a pack of skewers without thinking professional wrestling.
Yep.
Like that has ruined
that
skewers
is true.
for me because that's my first thought.
Let's close on this. I don't want to go. We're already 40 minutes into the show.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about AEW.
Are we really? Holy crap!
We are. We've been rolling, man. Scotty asked, when will Tony do something about Punk? He's the common denominator. Obviously, there's a lot of drama coming out of it. Again, similar to a year ago. There's a lot of stories. There's an investigation pending. At this point, we don't know fact from fiction and who started what. But this feels like it's becoming a trend in regards to Pepsi Phil. At some point, if you're Tony Khan in AEW, do you quote unquote cut your losses, or do you deal with it because he's your biggest name?
When does a locker room leader step up? Fuck Tony Khan doing anything. When does Big Show step up and grab them both by the fucking throat and say stop?
I don't think
when
Big Show's that guy. I don't think
Jericho step up and say fucking enough is enough. We fucking bust our ass. We need to trust each other. Stop it. Somebody needs to fuck.
Jericho should be more that guy than the Big Show. I don't know
should be that guy.
Yeah, I don't know that Paul White at this point in his career is that dude. Like, you know what I mean?
I think he's a trusty, reliable old veteran.
I think Mark Henry should probably be more
somebody
along that line than Paul White, because doesn't Mark Henry do some training stuff with AEW?
I don't give a shit if it's QT Marshall. Somebody just fucking rein that locker room in.
I like Mike. It should be Mox. Like,
that's a great point.
So I hate to give credit to this individual at any point in any time in my life, but I feel like for the second week in a row, I'm going to sing the praises of Bully Ray Deadly. Okay. I was stupidly listening to Busted Open Radio today.
I like Busted Open. You guys shit on Busted Open for no reason.
I shit on it
because Bully Ray's on it. That's why I shit on it.
That's fair. All right, whatever.
But Bully Ray said what AEW needs is they need a talent relations guy. And they don't have one. They need somebody who understands what goes on in the wrestling business, but also will tell you to your face, like, this sucks, you were wrong, and be willing to levy fines. The problem is Tony Khan does not want to be the dad. Tony Khan wants to have fun. And like, he gets mad when his combustible elements come together. I think AEW absolutely has outgrown
it's not a family
scrappy young indie or the scrappy new alternative to the WWE. And they gotta like infrastruct.
Yeah. Scotty says talent relations versus Christopher Daniels. I think he's more of like talent coordinator. I don't think he's.
So you're saying like an HR? They need an HR.
Yeah.
No, they have it. They have HR.
And I don't. And Devin says, "Screw it, give that spot to Jim Ross." I don't think Jim Ross, health wise, is in a spot on a role like that anymore.
They need. So when you guys said Paul White, I immediately agreed.
I think he would be a great person in that role.
And
absolutely.
That's no BS. And that's how we can answer or finish every single conversation with two wrestlers.
Right. I think Paul White or Mark Henry or Paul White and Mark Henry should be
suspended for a month, and that's no BS
in that role. I really do. Okay, so Lee echoes what Scotty says. He says Christopher Daniels is currently listed as the head of talent relations in AEW. Well, clearly that's not working. So find somebody else.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem. Right. Here's the problem with Christopher Daniels being the head of talent relations.
He's still one of the boys.
People think little of him.
No, it's not that people think little of him. He is well respected, okay? He's well liked. He's in with the office, but he's also still one of the boys.
Yeah.
Jerry Lynn.
Jerry Lynn.
There you go. Jerry Lynn would be somebody.
I would have said Dean Malenko, but Dean Malenko's health.
Right.
But that's why I think a Mark Henry, a Big Show, if Taz wasn't an on-screen presence, I'd have said Taz.
What about Ludwig Borga?
What about Ludwig Borga?
He's no longer with us, right?
May he rest in peace. Thank you, Jim. Can you get a 10 bell salute? No.
No, he probably doesn't deserve one.
It happened in like 98 or something.
Can you imagine Taz as HR? That would be great.
Here's the thing, man. Like, I think that the risk here, and again, we're going off of reports and all this. I would love to see. I think it was Devin said instead of All Out, they should air the security footage from All In. I think that would be fantastic. But like, dude, revive GTV and show the security footage as part of All Out.
What about this? Let's give everybody somebody to hate and bring in Vince Russo for a couple weeks. Unify the locker room around the hate of Vince Russo. Can him, and everybody's happy.
There you go. Here's the thing. Like, I not that I think AEW is in any sort of like danger spot at this point with all of the drama, but I think one risk that you may run from Tony Khan's standpoint, especially as you're starting to come up on contract time with some of these original AEW contracts, is if you bow the knee too much to CM Punk, you run the risk of alienating your pillars, like, and come contract time, like, are they going to be like, yo, this is a fucking circus? Shit on the other side seems to be calming down.
If the WWE doesn't give a shit about that pillar, where are they going to go?
Well, that's true. I mean, they just signed Brian Pillman to NXT. Like, NXT's like, get your ass in the door at NXT.
All right, pillar of AEW. Do you want to go back to developmental in the WWE for 2 years and maybe not get called up, or just stick it out here? Punk's got another 2 years. He's getting old. He's a grumpy old man. I don't fucking know. 3 years. I don't know. He's just an old man.
I don't know.
You know what sucks about a lot of this too? Is that who would be a really great talent relations guy?
Who's that?
CM Punk.
Well, yeah. I mean, if he didn't hate everybody he worked with and the boss.
But he doesn't.
Allegedly.
Like, I don't know what it is. Like, it's wild to me, okay? I've never in my life thought of anything like this could be as dysfunctional as it is. It feels so comically dysfunctional. Like,
to this point, this is about CM Punk telling a younger wrestler, hey, let's be safe and not use real glass. Correct? Like, this is really what any talent relations person would probably tell this young wrestler. Hey, let's just be safe. We have fake glass, dummy glass, whatever you want to call it.
Sugar glass, whatever.
Safety,
sugar glass.
And let's use some sugar glass. Well, fuck you. Like, no, what? That's really what this is about?
Did you see the whole thing, like the whole point, the whole thing of the matter?
And then out there, he said something into the camera, right?
So during the match, they do a spot on the car, and he taps on the windshield, and goes, "This is real glass. Cry me a river."
Right.
And then apparently, then depending on who you believe, there's an altercation. There's a scuffle. Some say CM Punk instigated. Some say Jungle Jack Perry instigated it. Some people say that CM Punk choked out Jungle Jack Perry. Some people say they got split off. And then some people say that CM Punk and Tony Khan got into a room and CM Punk says, I effing hate it here. Like, And then Miro wanted to beat up CM Punk, but then other people are saying Miro had Punk's back and that they were joking with one another. There's people who say that FTR now is completely done with CM Punk. Like, here's what's driving me insane. It all feels like it's all wrestling, right? So at what point, where is the work and where is the shoot? Because to us, if it's on camera, it's a work. And if it's not on camera, it's a shoot. And now they're talking about stuff that wasn't on camera. So does that make the shoot a work, or is the shoot still a shoot, or was it all a work to begin with? And we just need to find more ways to talk about AEW.
And here's the deal, to Scotty's point.
That's fine.
I'm hurt and I'm old and I'm fucking tired. And I work with fucking
What's
children.
this?
I'm sorry if I'm a little fucking snippy.
Scotty said that this is overshadowing All In, but I've not heard anybody talk about this without talking about All In. And you know what nobody's talking about? The
Shane
WWE.
McMahon.
They're not talking about Bray Wyatt. They're not talking about Terry Funk. They're not talking about WWE. Like, you want to know what's comical? Nobody's talking about WWE. They have a pay-per-view in 3 days, and they only had 2 matches on the card before Monday.
Like All Out.
All Out's completely done.
Well, yeah, but so is Payback now.
Yeah, but All In was last week.
Right.
So they had to have a pay-per-view the week before, and then there's Fallout from All In for All Out. And I would still watch All Out and pay $50 for All Out than watch whatever WWE's putting out.
You
for
are
free
no
on
way
Peacock.
Oh,
going
not
to spend
me.
$50 for this collision style All Out card.
Yes.
You might as well just subscribe to fucking Ring of Honor.
No. Why? What's so bad about it?
It's a Dynamite. It's a Dynamite show.
No, it's not.
This is Dynamite to the umpth degree.
No. All right, we're gonna skip over Wrestlers of the Week this week. If you want to see our Wrestlers of the Week, head over to 3countthursday.com.
I'll give you the quick and dirty. Soraya's number 1. MJF now has bumped his way into the top 10 for the entire year.
Cheers.
With a third place or a tied for second place push this week. Making the list was Kenzie Page. A couple people voted for Kenzie, but Saraya is our number 1 this week. MJF now tied for 10th with Damian Priest.
Did EC3 make it on to the list?
EC3 did make it on for ending the cruel reign of Tyrus.
I haven't watched. I mean, the clips I saw from NWA was the most wrestling I've seen out of Tyrus since he's left the WWE.
The enemy of my enemy is also my enemy. EC3.
Somebody should have called his mother.
But apparently Tyrus is retired now, so we're all happy.
That match, if we want to call it that, was one of the most. The clips I saw was one of the most embarrassing things.
And it was NWA 75.
Right. The National Wrestling Alliance.
75th anniversary of NWA.
Like you think about Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes and Terry Funk and the history of this company.
And Tyrus hitting the ropes for that flop.
Fucking dude, I could hit the ropes better than Tyrus, man.
And I'd look just as good.
Brutal.
The world is a vampire.
Do you want to do Payback rundown or
no?
All Out?
Because y'all are talking shit about All Out.
All right, let's go to All Out.
Let's end with the big one then, Tim. Let's go through Payback real quick.
Yeah, Payback in 6 matches. We'll be in and out of this.
6. We're in and out real quick.
All right, let's start.
I didn't even know Payback was this weekend until
Mark, don't you lie. You were texting me earlier. I can't wait to watch Payback after seeing SmackDown on Friday. Mark's a liar. Certifiable. All right, let's go. Let's run through Payback. We'll start steel cage match. Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus. Ryan.
I hope. You almost tricked me, Becky Lynch.
How did I almost trick you? I just gave you. Anyway, Tim.
You almost tricked him.
Becky Lynch.
Mark.
Beatrice Lynch.
Yeah, I'll go Becky Lynch as well. Scotty, Tyrus has not ruined wrestling because nobody cares about what is happening down there in NWA. So Tyrus maybe has ruined NWA, but I feel like Billy Corgan has done that enough for himself. All right, next match. Rhea Ripley defending the Women's World Championship against Raquel Rodriguez. Ryan.
Ripple's retaining.
Easy. Tim.
Rhea Ripley.
Mark.
Ripples is going to retain against Raquel Welch.
Rhea Ripley is going to win this match, and it's going to be at most 8 minutes long. This is going to be quick and easy. Singles match for the U.S. title. Rey Mysterio defending against Austin Leroy. Ryan.
Big Ray.
All right. Tim.
Austin Theory.
Mark.
I think Little Ray's going to keep it against Austin Leroy.
Nah, I think Leroy's winning this one back. L.A. Knight, versus The Miz. Ryan.
La Knight.
Yeah.
Tim.
The only match I give a shit about. L.A. Knight.
Mark.
I think it's La Knight's time to shine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got La Knight as well.
Yeah.
Steel City Street Fight for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn defending against the Judgment Day of Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Ryan.
It's going to be real cool to see the Judgment Day all strapped up when the Judgment Day wins.
Ooh. Tim.
I got the Judgment Day.
Ooh, Mark.
Holy cats. I'm going with Judgment Day, too, even before Smokey picked him.
Nah, see, I think there's still going to be more shenanigans. I think Balor's going to end up eating that pin, and Kevin and Sami retain. And lastly, we have a singles match World Heavyweight Championship. Seth freaking Rollins defending against Shinsuke Nakamura. Ryan.
I think they want you to think that Big Knock's going to win here, but I have Seth retaining.
Oh, Tim.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Mark.
I got to go with Seth Rollins. Freaking.
Yeah, I think Nakamura wins this one. They're leaning heavy into this back injury. I think Rollins is going to get a little bit of time off.
Which is why I think Rollins retains.
I think they're going to really going to make you believe that he's Dunsky for
It could like also be a cash-in deal.
And
that's true.
Could watch out for that.
It would make sense to put the belt on Shinsuke if they're going over to India. Would he be a draw in India?
They're not going to India.
I thought they're going to India.
Are they going to India?
Yeah, they're going to India next week.
Super India showdowns at
super spectacle.
Rollins is teaming with Big Match John.
Against who?
Nope. I'm against Imperium.
Imperium.
No, I'm sticking with it. Nakamura is winning. Rollins is going to go away for a while. Come back around Rumble time for Mania season. Sorry for everybody leaving your picks in the comments where we went very long.
We're zooming
the first part of the show and had a ton to get to this week. So we appreciate that. Keep throwing them in there. Appreciate it. I won't get them up for every single match. I will say for this one, Devin has Seth, Scotty has Nakamura, and Mike has Franklin.
Franklin.
Right, let's move to All Out this Sunday in Chi-Town. We will start with the singles match for the TNT Championship. Luchasaurus defending against Darby All In. Ryan.
Yep, this is a match that's definitely worthy of a pay-per-view. We've never seen it before. So I'm going to say Luchasaurus retains.
Tim.
I don't understand why you have such a bad problem with the TNT Championship being defended on pay-per-view.
I don't.
I mean, obviously, with your deadpan delivery.
It's not deadpan.
I think
I've just
Luchasaurus
never seen it
retains.
before.
I think Luchasaurus retains.
All right. Mark.
I think Dinosaurus is going to retain.
Yeah, I think Lucha's going to retain. Yeah, I think.
How can you sit here and say this is a good? It's literally all the B championships: the TNT strap, the TBS strap, the international strap, and the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. This is not an AEW pay-per-view. This is a B fucking show.
It's not a B show.
It's a goddamn C show.
No, it's not.
Myro defending. He's not defending anything. Myro versus Powerhouse Hobbs. Right.
No, they don't have nothing to defend because these guys are stuck on fucking TBS and nobody watches it. Miro wins.
I love Collision. I love this match. I cannot wait. I really have no idea who's going to win. But I hope it's Powerhouse Hobbs.
All right, Mark.
I think it's going to be Miro's day.
That would be a
To
good
win.
marketing gimmick. I'm going to go Miro. Sure. All right, singles
Fucking
match.
have heartburn now. I got to take antacid pills.
Ah.
Ryan, that's not,
No, that's your taco
that's not because
salad.
of All Out, bro.
Oh, is that
That's
the
not
taco
because of
salad?
All Out. Don't blame All Out
Dude,
for this.
Shout out to Walmart. These
smoke.
guys are delicious. The antacid chews,
Ooh, the
they're
Equate.
so good.
All right, next one. Singles match for the TBS Championship. Chris Statlander defending against Ruby Soho. Ryan.
Here's your women's match. Statlander wins.
Stat retains.
Mark.
Statler. Hello.
I'm gonna go Ruby Soho. I think that it's gonna drive Toni Storm even madder that she's the only one in the female DX that doesn't have a championship. All right, next one, singles match for the AEW International.
I do like her gimmick
title.
right now, though, of like some angry.
Starlet Toni Storm.
I was like, are you okay?
Oh yeah, I was talking about Toni Storm.
Orange
Must have
Cassidy
froze for a second.
defending the Transatlantic International title against Gian Moxley.
Mox murders him.
Oh boy.
John Moxley is like the only guy I think who can possibly beat Orange Cassidy for this title. Orange Cassidy is easily my wrestler of the year so far for what he's done over Roman Reigns, over MJF. My OC's beaten everybody. I think it has to be Mox here in what's going to be the match of the night.
Mark, I would agree with that. This will be the match of the night.
I think the orange one's going to squeak out a win.
I think
Should I say squeak or squeeze out a win?
Squeeze.
Squeeze.
All the stupid jokes that you make and you didn't just tee up and try and squeeze.
Throw up a
I was
sweet-
thinking of Smokey. Rarely squeeze Smokey.
So disappointed. John Moxley. Just for that, I'm going to punish myself.
What do you have against this match
with
Ryan?
having to hear Justin Roberts yell John Moxley twice?
Here's another instance of 10 seconds of time ruining an 18-minute affair.
I'm fine.
You're worried about skewers. You're worried about somebody saying John, and you're not worried about the best champion in AEW against.
Well, no, it's
the face of AEW.
Mark missed the joke, so I'm punishing myself by having
I made a
Orange Cassidy
mistake.
lose and hear Justin Roberts again. It's not, and nothing against the match. I'm fine with the match.
He's going to say John.
But it's Mark's fault that I have to hear. Anyway,
if there's any match that is actually intriguing to me, that was the match, Tim. I have nothing against this match.
There's
a first
four.
time matchup that is actually very intriguing. A very different style of professional wrestling for both of them. Love to see it. Love the promo of the backpack's getting tired and yada yada yada. I like what they're doing with Orange Cassidy right now. I don't have a problem with that.
There's 5 first-time matchups on the card, by the way.
All right.
6 if you count Luchasaurus and Darby Allin.
Kenny Omega taking on Takeshita. Ryan.
Takeshita versus Omega. Literally, I have zero fucking care. I'll say. I will say Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega. He's the greatest. He's the greatest wrestler in the world versus the greatest Asian wrestler in the world. It's going to be the greatest match. I'm shocked this isn't the main event. I'm going to take Kenny Omega. I hope they carry him out in a fucking chariot. They both should come out in chariots.
Takeshita.
Mark.
I got to go take a dumper.
God.
Oh my God. I'll go Takeshita. Holy crap. Bullet Club Gold taking on FTR and the Young Bucks in an 8-man tag Teddy Long special.
Arr.
Jesus Christ.
Awesome match. This is an awesome match.
This is
we got to get him on the card, Smokey.
You got to get him on, right? White.
What are you fucking talking
about? The Bullet Club Gold. I love the Bullet Club Gold. It's the greatest Bullet Club incarnation we've ever seen.
Have you watched any of Bullet Club Gold?
I love all of the Bullet Club Gold. Tim.
Have you watched any of the Bullet Club Gold?
I just said it's the best Bullet Club they've had.
Got to find a spot for most pay-per-view.
God,
Smokey.
let me fucking say how much I love this match. And then you have
gotta get the
FTR
boys
and the
in.
Young Bucks. Wow,
Get the
those
boys
are like
a
the greatest
payday.
tag teams in the ever. I'm gonna take the
Oh.
FTR and the Young Bucks because they have rewritten the book on tag team wrestling, especially in the variety of 8-man.
Got to find a spot for him on the card.
Doc, this isn't the main event.
Bullet
Club Gold.
Mark.
Give him a little cheese on the Whopper, Smokey.
Does that have anything to do with
Mark, do you have a pick for this match?
I'll go with the FTU and the Young Deer.
All right, I'll take Bullet Club Gold. Tag team match from the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles. Adam Cole and MJF versus somebody. How are we determining?
It's a battle royal that's going to take place
tomorrow
on
The
Rampage.
From
That's
Paja.
already been taped. So if you want to know,
please spoil it
Who
for
is
me.
it? Yeah,
Go ahead,
It-
Tim.
earmuff it if you don't want to know.
ready? 3. You get earmuffs in 3, 2, 1.
Play.
It's John Silver and Alex Reynolds.
Oh, I saw this on the PW scorecards already. So yeah, that's great. Ryan, go ahead. He seems so upset.
I think he's still earmuffed.
Ryan. Hey,
Take
Ryan.
Take the muffs off your
I'm
ears.
gonna take them
Yeah.
off. I was muffing.
Oh,
I was muff deep.
He's too busy muffing.
he was muffing.
You all right, Muffy?
I don't know who the the tag team battle royal winner is going to be. But whoever it is,
If you had to take a guess, who do you think it would be?
if I had to take a guess, I don't know. Ethan Page and Takeshita.
Yeah, Takeshi's going to run double duty. Yep.
Take a dump.
AF just did. I'm going to say better than you, baby, because I don't know. I love the ROH Tag Team Championships, though. I'm glad they get a spot on this AEW card.
Tim.
That's where they belong.
I'm going better than you, baby.
All right, Mark.
You gotta give him a payday. Get him on the card somewhere, Jim. They worked hard all year. They need a spot on the card.
Mark, focus.
I'll do MJF and Adam Cole, baby.
Yeah, I'll go. I will go with better than you, baby, as well. And then lastly, we have the ROH World Television title.
Oh, you are bugging.
What happened?
There's 2 matches left,
Jim,
my guy.
you are
Good
bugging.
Christ.
Come on,
they
Jim.
added a
Don't be
match
bugging.
today. Okay, my bad. Well, let's go to the next match. Samoa Joe versus Shane Taylor. Samoa Joe
I don't
defending
know why
the ROH
Jim's always
World TV
bugging like
title.
that.
Don't be bugging, Jim.
I'm sorry.
Bugging is bad.
Ryan, you okay?
I am. Somebody asked why you're always bugging so bad that direction.
It happens. Samoa Joe,
So
Shane
this
Taylor.
is a pay-per-view match, right, Jim?
That's what I'm being
For a
told.
television championship match that should be correct. I just want to make sure I'm following this right.
That's right.
Samoa Joe.
You know, it's almost like WCW never had the television title on pay-per-view.
Anymore.
That's one of the reasons why they're not, Tim.
No, that's not. It's because Time Warner sold to AOL and they didn't want wrestling anymore. That's why they went out of business. It's Samoa and Joe.
Mark.
You say Samoa Joe against James Taylor, the singer.
Yeah.
No, Shane Taylor, my brother.
Shane McMahon Taylor. The best in the world. I got to go with American Samoa Joe.
Yeah, I'll go Samoa Joe. And then lastly, because I didn't know this match was even a thing, Eddie Kingston and Shibata Melt taking on the Blackpool Combat Club of Claudio and Wheeler Yutter. Ryan.
Again.
Wow. He's so upset.
Come on, Smoker, running late.
What do you have against this match?
I don't know what I have. This match could be shown on any fucking AEW television show that they've ever had, ever.
Except
This
Shibata
is exactly
literally
the style
only
match
works
they
pay-per-view.
would fucking show on any Dynamite ever.
No. Literally, Eddie and
Blackpool
Claudio
Combat
have
Club.
only wrestled on pay-per-view. Shibata has literally only wrestled on pay-per-view.
Shibata.
Except for a dream match with Orange Cassidy like 6 months ago.
Shibata. Shibata. Tim ran out of salsa. Well, he should have bought it more. Don't be upset, Tim.
I'm not upset.
You're married. Send your wife out to the store.
Ryan's upset.
Shibata.
Ryan's upset because this is actually a really good card.
This is literally not. This is a dumb fucking card with their B fucking straps on it, and you're coming up here. You're fucking capping or whatever. No cap. I don't know what the fuck.
It's
the kids
literally
say.
all
no
the
cap.
titles
A
they
good
didn't defend last week.
Yes, because they blew their fucking load last week.
Tim's no
It's the
capping.
biggest wrestling event of all
No cap.
time.
Tim, don't be capping. Tim's out of pocket.
This is what we're gonna get at All Out every year from now on. This is what to expect, Ryan. So
I don't think so.
Why
not? You got to make if you're gonna
Why
go back
not?
to Wembley
Put on
every
the
year.
best card after you come back from London, Tim.
What the hell was that?
Because this year or next year, they have a full year now to plan what's going to happen
You think
between
they
then
just
and now.
sprung into this? They didn't have a full year to plan this?
They didn't announce All In until what? Maybe 4 months ago?
Let's see, when was it announced? In March.
Tony Khan can't keep his back office straight. What makes you think he can keep his tour date straight?
April 5th. So you mean you tell me you can't book a big show in 4 months?
Not Tony Khan, apparently.
Booker of the year, man. He's got Booker of the year.
Ryan fainted.
He did. He's done. Tim, you got
the answer's Eddie Kingston and Katsuyori Shibata.
Correct. Mark.
Yes, the answer.
What does Indy think?
Oh, she just hopped down. She likes Cat's Eye Sabata and Eddie Kingford.
Did you just hear Ryan from the crowd go, Wawa Shibata melt?
Wawa Shibata melt.
my.
It's Kingston and Shibata. But man, yeah, it definitely has the feel of we had a really big show last week and we needed our to fill Chicago this week. I hope it's not the same next year. Ryan's gone. Ryan's
We lost Smoke.
We lost Smoke.
CM Punk. CM Punk.
You guys got anything else?
No,
we're Smoke.
Holy hell! What a show! What a show! Thanks everyone
we went
for
off the
tuning
rails.
in, for interacting again. I apologize. We went. This show went much different than I expected.
fuck you for listening.
Yes, that's Ryan. As Ryan said, thank you for listening. We appreciate you. Join us on the Tuesday podcast. We're going to have an exciting one this coming week, so make sure you check that out as well. Follow us on all of our social media at 3 Count Thursday, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Subscribe to the show on all podcast platforms. Get our merchandise over at tpublic.com. Devin, have fun at SmackDown tomorrow night in Hershey. If you see intern Mark, say hi to him. Everybody else, thank you for tuning in. We always appreciate that. And until next time, enjoy your holiday weekend. The final big weekend of summer is upon us. So I hope you can enjoy it. Until then, until next time, stay safe, stay smart, and go for the pin.